Good morning, everybody. I'm Big again. Welcome to the Sandbox stream. I am Alex, part of the Sandbox team, and I'm joined by Joseph, our producer. Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm a little bit sleepy, but that's what happens on a Saturday. So, uh, why am I big? Well, I figured, there's nothing really important on my screen right now, so why do that? So, I'm gonna talk directly to you guys. Some cool stuff is brewing in the background. So, what I can say, because it's not really a leak. This has been officially announced, sort of. The only way to buy land in the next pre-sale is going to be with sand. So, if you want to get anything that's going on in the next pre-sale, you do have to get sand. I would suggest getting it ahead of time. Um, and I guess this part is kind of a leak. I don't think this has been announced yet. The next pre-sale will be announced early next week. Maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. It's not totally set in stone there, but pay attention to Twitter so you can mark your calendars and buy that sand early. So that that's all I needed to say. Being all big and full screen here.
All right.
So now I'm little again, like Ant-Man over here. So yeah, Sebastian actually announced. Well, I guess Play to Earn announced that that sand is going to be the way to buy land, and then Sebastian pointed out that it is the official native token and will be the sole medium of exchange accepted to acquire lands on our upcoming pre-sale. So, let's see. Are there any questions about that?
Yeah, right away. I'm seeing a question that I have been answering for the community staff recently. And it says, how does it work with sand and ETH gas fees? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the short answer on that is that we have layer 2 integration planned for the website so that fees should be less considerably, I hope. But in actuality, what will happen is that all of our transactions will kind of pile in together into the website, and then Pixowl will handle the gas fee in a kind of singular transaction. So instead of everybody pumping individual on-chain transactions, which would increase gas fees for the entire network on ETH, we're going to be able to do it with level 2. That, like I said, will bring down fees for everyone. So that's been a plan that you could see on the Medium, and there is an article, I believe it says "What is Sand," that kind of details that with an image. So
Interesting.
super cool.
Very cool. So yeah, that's I know that I've seen that question in the past before. Is what are all these transactions going back and forth? Basically, like, I don't want to call them microtransactions, but that's kind of what they are. They're the little small transactions of I'm going to get this asset, I'm going to get this asset, I'm going to get this asset. That's going to really like fill up the chain. So it is good to know that the optimization of that is important.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any other cool questions?
Let's see.
Is
One of the
sand
questions
available on Binance US yet?
here. Yeah, the short answer to that is no. Uh, they launched it on Binance Korea. That was about last week, I believe. And aside from that, right now you've got uh, that I know of. Let's see, I have it up on my other screen here. There, the index called Bilaxy has added a good amount of liquidity. An index called AEX, Coin Tiger, Bit Asset, Dcoin, WhaleX, Uniswap, Mooniswap, and a lot of other smaller DeFi outlets have sand on hand right now. And all of those outlets essentially got it the same way. There's not been an increase in liquidity in the market. It's just kind of started to move around. So
Hmm.
those companies are buying it out of and taking it out of Binance and moving it into their own exchanges for your convenience. So hopefully one of those that I listed will be available in your market, and that I'm going to go ahead and paste that in the chat where I get the information for those markets. It's right here on a website that I love called CoinGecko. They index those things so that you can see them.
Very cool. So yeah, you can see there's been a little bit of a dip in sand, but it's been way up the past couple days. I mean,
Yeah.
it grew over 50%. I could see I could watch real time over the course of like a couple hours.
Right.
The amount of money I had in there going up. It was
Right. And in terms of a
exciting.
trend, you can see the market cap number there ranked 221. This time
uh,
last week we were around 300. The black box there on the left.
there we go.
So overall sentiment for sand way up. People are certainly happy about what we're doing here, what the potential is for sand, and of course, knowing that they're going to need it to be able to buy land, which I expect is going to be very hot from what I can see in the Telegram trading chats, the regular Telegram chat. It's going to be super hot. So land will sell out very fast, I expect, in this.
Very cool. And hi everybody who's joining in. I see BDJ Sync and Necrobomicon are here. Hi everybody. I apologize if I don't say hi to everyone because the chat goes by so fast now. I don't always catch everybody saying hi, but you know I love you all. So let's take a quick look at the shop because I want to add some stuff into the game maker for us to populate our land with. So let's check out some of what's available here. Oh, this fire pit is nice. Gonna add that in there. In the chat, if you guys can go visit sandbox.game // shop. You don't have to put the EN in there. It'll default to your language, I think. Or it may default to English, but you can just skip the EN and it'll go right to the shop page. Pull up some assets that you're interested in and send them to me in the chat. And I will add them right now so we can, let's get some of these cool kind of Nordic assets here. We're going to add them into the inventory and use them as some decoration. We're also going to grab some equipment, and we can take a look at changing the equipment available on our avatar in the game today. So the implementation is not fully integrated yet, and you can only do one equipment at a time, but there is still the possibility to try them out. So let's do that. So let me, if I miss any links popping up in the chat, Joseph, if you could like yell at me. But I'm gonna try to keep I'm gonna keep one eye squinting over to the other screen here to make sure that I don't miss any links. So let's see. I'm just grabbing everything that would kind of fit in with our medieval theme. I mean, there's some cool sci-fi assets coming up here too, but let's see. These are all mine. I kind of like flooded the market with a whole bunch of old food stuff that I had made for the Sandbox like a year ago. I think we mentioned that last time. So I don't actually have to add those because those are already in my inventory. Ooh, the wine barrels. This is a nice one. Wizzy's going to get a little toasty this weekend. Let's see. There's a cool fountain. I think we'll just do a couple more pages and let's see. We can fight a skeleton king. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, mimic chest. Definitely want that. Thieves' cart. Do some decorative things there. So I don't believe live updating has been integrated into the game maker yet. So if you guys send links after I start the game maker, I will not be able to pull them up without exiting the level and loading it back up. But pretty soon, maybe in the next version of the Game Maker, we will get live integration. So I would be able to add things with the Game Maker running and pull those directly in while the level's still loaded. Basically, the library is going to live sync, so we can hope for that to come out soon, and that'll mean that during the entire stream you'll be able to send stuff to me to check out. I think we're doing pretty good here. I mean, we're not going to be able to get to all these assets today in an hour. Trading dummies good. Pillory stocks. And okay, I think that's enough. I've greedily grabbed enough assets for today, so let's go ahead and fire up the Game Maker. Glad to hear that, Enoch. We're all pumped for what the Game Maker is going to be doing next, because lots of exciting stuff coming up.
It's even the local authorities are excited for the Sandbox.
We live next to a fire station, so
Oh, very good.
it's not. There's like some apartments next to our house, and then on the other side of that is a fire station, which my father-in-law volunteers at, so he's like always just down the street. Plankzilla asks, if we have Game Maker Alpha and own land, is there a way of bringing some of the assets we created in VoxEdit into our own land? Trying to build some prototype tree assets and would like to see them in game. So you need an artist account in order to upload from VoxEdit. So right now, artist accounts are for people in our Creator Fund, people in our Game Maker Fund, and you mostly are contest winners after that. There's been a few other people that we've added who are like in partnerships with us and stuff like that, so they can, as our partners are developing assets for their lands, they will get access, so that way they can test what they're doing. So the ability to for you to upload stuff, I'm not sure exactly when that's coming in. Hopefully it'll be fairly soon, but there's some stuff on our end that needs to change, because right now we have a fully moderated system where anything that gets uploaded gets checked mostly by me and a couple other people in our Creator Fund, who are all in like leadership of the Creator Fund. So we have to approve those assets to get published, because right now we're very much curating what's going on, because these are our base assets for everything. This is like the foundation of launching the marketplace, so we're being very careful to only publish things that are uploaded that are assigned, basically. So if you do get artist access and you're not in the Creator Fund or the Game Maker Fund, I think you can upload to your account. You just don't get to push it to that public page that I was just on. That's only for people in the Creator Fund, because those are the assets that are going to go on sale. You can test anything like do I have any here? So like this stair test here. This is not a published asset. This is something that one of an artist in my group uploaded to test whether or not these stairs would work. And actually they do all work. They're sloped, so it's kind of cheating. You can actually make stairs work that are not sloped like this, but we were just this one worked last night. That's whoa. Interesting. That's funny. This one had a hard time working yesterday, and this one worked fine yesterday. So these two swapped. But you can do stairs. I wonder if it's because this character is shaped different. We have more testing to do, so we're just seeing like how that. And this one worked off the bat. I don't know what's going on. um, but yeah, all four of those worked fine yesterday, and now they're now that they have stage fright, people are watching them. Um, so yeah, I'm able to upload these things without requesting that they be published. So we can just do any sort of testing like that, which is Wizzy? I don't think Wizzy is public on the marketplace. So Wizzy is an example of something that's just in my inventory that I uploaded, just like this is. So let's get that out of there because it's a very basic test for an artist who wanted to get some things set up. So let's get some of these assets in here, and now we can change our equipment. So if that's the Hell Sword with a capital H. So if we select our avatar here and we add the avatar input configuration and edit logic, we can go down to, and a lot of these do have tooltips, which I think we pointed out last on a Wednesday. So this is changing to Hellsword. So you'll notice he's not holding anything right now. That's only when you run the game, it pulls whatever item you have equipped. And now we got a Hellsword. So cool things in the works. We are looking at having an avatar system for 0.3, the next version of the Game Maker. That's like the thing that we're working on for 0.3. So that's kind of like 0.3 will release when that is ready. The part of doing that avatar system is that our equipment system should be set up better, so we'll be able to do multiple equipments. Thank you for reminding me about the giveaway over there. I totally forgot. I was just like, go, let's talk, and just like, So we're still doing the sand giveaways. 3 sand giveaways. We're going to have people type !sand in the chat, but you do have to be on twitch.tv/the Sandbox game. Thank you, Alders on, for reminding me. I saw your comment there. And the giveaway. I forgot about the giveaway. So that's for 100 sand, which the first couple giveaways, I think that was like worth only like $4 or $5, and now it's worth like $7. I think it went up to 8 almost. So it's a very, very volatile right now, but it's exciting to watch it, just to have that little bit of sand and see the value change as those graphs go up and down. So that amount, depending on the value of sand during the pre-sale, that I don't know if we're going to do an asset sale. The first couple pre-sales, there were specific assets for sale on the marketplace. I don't know if we're doing that this time or not, so I'm not going to say anything about that other than what I already did. So the equipment system, right now I can only equip one item at a time because I have to manually type that in. Did I not grab any? I didn't grab anything but swords. So let's pop out of this for a second. We're gonna go back to the marketplace.
All right, so there's a question in chat here that I'm going to answer. It says, so even without being part of the creator fund, we can test our own creations in the Game Maker question? And the answer to that is that you do not have, at this time, a direct kind of import button from your local disk, from my understanding.
That's correct. You do have to have an artist account. So if
so
you
the kind of stream for that is that when you're on VoxEdit, once there's integration with the marketplace direct from VoxEdit with what I would assume to be when sand is publicly integrated with the website. I believe this may start to become possible. Then you'll be able to upload those assets to the marketplace uh, in exchange for sand, and then pull those back in to your game. Correct.
So it's my understanding that it's going to be totally free to test your own assets
Sure.
once that's available. So that limit might be based on when sand is integrated and the marketplace is kind of launched fully with all this stuff for sale, because all of these assets are going to be purchasable with it. You can see their quantities on them. So
Yeah.
right now they're
Yeah.
all available because none of them have been sold. So yeah, once that, ooh, it just started raining outside pretty hard. I have to help somebody move after stream today, so that's gonna be
Ooh.
fun. Yeah. So I'm gonna search for helmets.
Okay.
Let's see if.
So there's another question while you're looking.
Mm-hmm.
How does the pricing in sand work for the next pre-sale? Will it be fixed in a dollars equivalent? Otherwise, it may cost much more than other pre-sales due to volatility. So the simple answer, Alders, is that right before the next land sale, with each one of these land sale events, the price has always been pegged to a US dollars equivalent. So in the next pre-sale, just a few minutes before everything goes live, there's kind of an adjustment made on the back end that says, hey, this is how much sand that's going to cost. And then the website updates without having to refresh it. You'll see that what does it cost should be pretty darn close to exactly $43.20 to purchase that land. There may be a gas fee, but that's separate from the base cost. That's because of the Ethereum network and the way that it works. Those fees I expect to be less. They may not be less than base gas costs this time around, but we do intend to have level 2 or layer 2 integration so that all the transactions can go out all at the same time. So hopefully that answers your question there.
Yeah, and that variability in how much you would be spending in crypto was always there on the previous pre-sales, because even
Right.
the value of Ethereum would change over the course of the sale, whatever small amount for that particular day. Um, so I'm seeing a lot of shields. I'm not seeing a lot of like legs and arms. I know why that is. And I feel kind of silly that I didn't think about it before. We're doing some tweaks to the legs and arms template, so
Yeah.
they haven't been published yet. That would be why, because I told them to wait.
Yep.
It's my fault.
Very good. That's probably also partially my fault because I was doing the survey for the avatars just a few weeks ago. So the UI and things like that, I was like, okay, it would be better if it looked a little bit like this. Maybe the angle change, I could, spin it around, do all these other things, whatever. So whatever our feedbacks were from all of our QA testers, I'm sure that's been partially affecting that as well.
A little bit. A big part of it is that the avatar system is in progress. So we have these equipments, and we want to make sure that they work on the avatar. So that's if they don't work on the avatar, then that's that they're not very useful as equipment. So
All right. So as we're getting up close already to our half an hour point, do you want to
Yep.
do that sand business?
Yep. So the winner is One Essence. Did I get that right? I got it right on the first try.
You did.
Right. There's a lot of double letters in that. At least a lot for me on a Saturday morning. So congratulations, One Essence. You won 100 sand. You can whisper to the Vision X, and he will collect your Ether wallet, and we will transfer the sand at the end of the stream. And stick around, because we are doing this 2 more times. You will have the chance to win again. And at the very end of it, I'm going to roll a die, and we will have a sand fountain to give away to one of the 3 winners. So stick around. we are going to add a mechanical shield. Or let's do a leaf shield. I want to see what that looks like
Cool.
on a character. Ooh.
All right. So another question in the chat. I'm just going to run through them while you're
Yeah,
getting
sure.
everything set up. How many lands will be for sale in the next pre-sale? The pre-sale event doesn't officially have a listed number yet. There will be a major kind of announcement giving you the exact time, the exact date, the exact number of lands that are available. That announcement is coming through this week. So look forward to that. Unofficially speaking, I would guess that if it's like the last event, you're looking at about 4,500 total lands that'll be available for sale. So that's, that just based on the fact that the pre-sale for round one had that amount.
Yep. So yeah, make sure you follow the Sandbox. I think it's at the Sandbox Game on Twitter.
Yep.
So make sure you follow that because that announcement is coming before Wednesday. I might vary depending on your place of the world. It's going to be announced either Monday or Tuesday. Is the official word that I got this morning.
All right.
So
cool. Let's see here. There is the layer 2 integration going to be available upcoming pre-sale round, or will we have to pay gas? The answer to that is that even with layer integration, I would expect that we're still going to have to pay gas. I say we because I'm also a land buyer. I'm going to be in there with all of the rest of you trying to get some for my beautiful creations. So in all previous pre-sales, we had to pay kind of a gas fee. Even with layer 2 integration, ultimately, the Pixel account sends out the transaction on chain. So expect to see at least some form of a gas. It's layer 2 integration is essentially just there to help the speed of the transaction for you and the to help mitigate gas fees as much as possible. So there's technologically, I don't know how that looks on the back end of the marketplace, but the in concept, it's still kind of put out there on the article on Medium. It says what is sand. It kind of details what layer 2 integration can do for.
Basically, Gabe, and it's all blockchain powered. So you actually own the things that you buy. If there's the possibility of most games, if like Fortnite and Call of Duty and stuff like that, if something like happens to your account, not that I'm saying that people are going to get, massively banned from the Sandbox. I hope that doesn't happen. Or I hope that doesn't need to happen. But if somebody like falsely reported you for cheating in Call of Duty and you lost your account, the however much money you spent on costumes and stuff, skins, I couldn't remember what the word was, you would lose all of that. If something happened to your account with the Sandbox, you would still own everything in your Ethereum wallet. And let's say you weren't interested in playing the Sandbox anymore, you could sell all of those back into the market or trade them or do something with them, and you actually own the things that you bought. So it's like buying a real life t-shirt. You can sell a vintage t-shirt. Like you went to see a band live when they were tiny and you bought a t-shirt, and then they became super successful, and now this t-shirt's actually like worth a lot of money. You can go and go on to there's a website specifically for vintage stuff like that, and I can't remember what it's called, but it doesn't matter. You can sell that band shirt and make a profit off of that.
To that effect as well. So the question was, and I'm going to paraphrase it, this is like if Minecraft, Roblox, and Gmod had a baby. And so the answer to that, one of the most interesting answers to that is yes, except that if you made a castle in Minecraft, you couldn't put a serial number on it and sell it to somebody identical as many times as you wanted, essentially. And with the sandbox, if you make this fire that he's placing right here in front of him, if you created that fire, that animation, that work, to make that asset, then that's yours. And you have the option to rubber stamp it like it's a collector's print at an art show and sell that asset to the community. So anybody who wanted a fire that didn't know how to create a fire or just loved the way your fire looked and wanted it for their world, they can buy that fire and use that fire. So yeah, in a sense, it's like a Gary's Mod or Roblox or Minecraft, except that all of these designs are truly yours. And so it's very unique, and that technology is only available because of blockchain. So it's super cool.
Mm-hmm. So I found the hermit is pretty good for testing these because he doesn't have crazy top hair.
Sure.
The other guy has what are you doing? He's freaking out a little bit. The other guy has like a top knot, so it would clip through the helmet if I used it. So the avatar system is going to, from what I've seen, it's going to have swappable things going on. So hair will be like an optional thing that will pop off when you put on a helmet, so you don't have to worry about like your pigtails sticking through the side of your motorcycle helmet or whatever.
Yeah.
So let's stop playing around with the equipment, because that's probably not the most interesting thing to watch. And let's see what the chat thinks we should work on next, because let's restart the giveaway. So this is going to be our second giveaway for 100 sand. Make sure you're on Sandbox. Sorry, twitch.tv/the Sandbox game. And type !sand into the chat. And that will help you win a little bit of spending money for the next pre-sale. Or, I would actually recommend holding onto it for if it's just 100 sand, because you're not... I don't want to give away financial advice. 100 sand will not buy you a land on the next pre-sale. So,
Yeah.
so you might not be able to use it for that, but there is lots of excitement going on with that. So I would hold on to that for something special. Don't give it away right now.
We had a follow-up question as
Yeah.
all of the !sand streamed up the chat. So can we have afros? So simple answer to that I don't believe Alex knows yet. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. You will have multiple different kinds of choices for your avatar. So
Yes.
when you get into the avatar creation screen and you're making it for the first time, there are quite a few different options. It's not like ultra customizable Black Desert Online style, but it's pretty diverse. So,
and there will be more options as time goes on, because part of this being a UGC game, for those of you who don't know, user generated content game, is that people are going to make those and they're going to put them on the marketplace. So yes, avatar items should be in the future sellable. They're not on the marketplace yet. But everything you need to put together your game should eventually be on the marketplace. And it's exciting to see that all come together. So yes, I don't know if afros will be available. It is really pouring out there. I don't want to help somebody move today.
So and then we've got another little side chat going on here that I can definitely give some clarity to here. So it says it would be a good idea to incorporate an option for the game maker to make a setting that the player spawns with their personal avatar, or as you said, they can make their own avatar before they get spawned, like a lot of mainstream games. So it's not integrated right now, but I know for sure that built into the game maker in this moment, you can definitely kind of force avatar So somebody could spawn in
Well,
and you
yeah,
could say that person is a squirrel, right? So
that's the way it works right now by default.
right, right.
That's the
So
only option you have is to force to force somebody to be a specific thing.
yeah,
There will be more options in the future. Right now, whatever, when I hit play, I'm whatever I set the avatar to be.
sure.
What is up with you, dude? He's really not digging today. Oh, I actually know what happened, and it's kind of hilarious that what's going on here.
What is it?
So this is like peeling back the just like, don't look at the man behind the curtain moment from The Wizard of Oz. So what happened, and I didn't know that this was possible. This guy is a really old asset from pre-alpha, so he's been around for a while, and he has not been updated with all the new animations yet. So
Sure.
when he was earlier, I was rolling around and swinging a sword around with him and stuff, and that was only because the previous avatar had those animations, so it was like cached. And when
Oh yeah.
when we went back here, oh, did he get fixed? Oh, now maybe I don't know what I'm talking about now.
Maybe the cache data
What?
disappeared. You jumped around. Jumped up, and got down. Jump.
Okay, so yeah, I really don't know what I'm talking about now. I don't know what happened to make him all gloomy and
Maybe
sad.
you got stuck in a barrel roll. You were resetting while barrel rolling or something, possibly.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe they were listening to some intense heavy metal music and just wanted to headbang a little
jamming
inside the helmet, just jamming out, yeah.
These headphones don't work for that. I just launched them off my head. So yeah, I don't know what was going on then. The it's not integrated yet, but people have asked about this before. The template locks that we put on the templates, so you're not able to modify the animations, at least not without some like hacking skills. It's because we want these to be updated automatically with the newest features. So eventually, we're gonna have things like, oh, my avatar is gonna cook, or craft, or use a anvil and hammer to do some blacksmithing. So we'll have all these additional animations that are not made yet, that when you publish an asset to the marketplace, the NPCs won't be able to do all these animations because they were minted without them. So as long as we leave that template lock on, the game maker will be able to go, oh, hey, this guy conforms to the template settings. All of his node structure is correct, so I can force it to have this animation enabled. And I thought there was some glitch related to that stuff going on here, but I don't know what was going on because it cleared itself up on its own. So just making me look silly, that's all. So let's we started working on this throne room forever ago, so I think we should decorate it a little bit. Let's get some columns in here. We're gonna put some quick little decorations in, because we've got all these cool shields now, so those look sweet in the throne room up on the wall. And so let's grab a few. So you can see that we've had a whole bunch of different themes getting worked on. We've got some steampunk stuff with all these gears. And we can just, let's snap to the right. It's close enough. It's not quite lined up there, but I think that looks okay. And now we can put another one. So they're all they're all going to face backwards because of the default orientation for them. So we just have to hold shift, and that will snap things. Helps if the camera angle is cooperative with the movement. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It is like monsoon out there.
Can't hear a drop of rain.
It's like it's hitting my AC, and I can see the water bouncing off the top of it out the window.
Even though maybe we can hear it, it sounds like a keyboard.
Yeah, I'm not typing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to find some more outlets for Junjun, who had asked about more Vox Edit wonderful videos / tutorials. Let's see how far back we got. You got your list of the tutorials.
So there's yeah, if you can check out the tutorials that I made before, and just like that, the rain like stopped. It is still raining, but it's not blowing onto my AC anymore. We were supposed to get like hail and stuff when the hurricane came, but by the time it got up north here, it was a tropical storm or whatever. And it just kind of like just disappeared. Like we barely got any rain that day. It was just kind of like, it's gone. So I think we're making up for it now. You know, the day that I actually have to like go drive a big U-Haul and load boxes into it. Right. So we got some decoration here. Let's do
Yeah, I think the best thing that I would just advise is to join us on our Discord. We have a lot of folks who are creating with Vox Edit. I know personally I'm constantly in those chats, roughly 12 hours a day. If you at me, I'm here, just sitting right at this keyboard waiting to help you with any questions. So anything you got, you know?
And when he's not on, we've got other people that are on too.
For sure. For sure.
We got lots of helpful people in our community, both staff and people who just kind of hang around and are, you know, helpful. All right, so we got our little throne room going on here. Eventually, we'll put some buildings in this little town. So we got some decorative things going on there. We kind of gave up on that stained glass window, I guess. Although, you know, that makes a nice little sneaky way to get in there.
Oh.
So yeah, this is actually for kind of Atlantis themed stuff. So you got this kind of Cthulhu / squid head throne going on. All these tentacles down the bottom. One of our really good artists in the Creator Fund made that. That's by I want to say that's by Rafa. Is that who it was? Who made that? I think it'll say the name when I click on it. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm not clicked on the right thing. There you go. Yeah, Raphael Ulrichsen has been with us for a while, and he does really good work. They all do good work. All right. So, did we get any links for assets people want to see in here? I didn't see any links come through. So remember, you could just go look at the store page for any item, copy the URL, paste it in the chat, and that's all you got to do for me to put it in there. I imagine once the marketplace is open, everybody's going to be posting their own stuff. So when that time comes, we may need some sort of submission system to share links, because it'll probably be a lot of people are like, look at my thing, and which, you know, will be great, but if we've got like 100 people doing that, it's not going to be so great.
Yeah.
All at once. So yep.
There's a question. So avatars don't quite have those kind of like / action features integrated yet. So the question here just says, "Can you sit down?" Uh,
Not
in
yet.
the Thrones, yeah, not quite yet, but uh, I would
I
expect that's a later feature that they're working. The team is super working on multiplayer aspects right now, so
Yeah, that's
they're
really
getting
the most important part right now is the multiplayer, because that's a like a promised feature for 0.3. Um, is that or sorry, well, it's a promised feature for release, and I think we're trying to get it for 0.3, so that way we can demonstrate it. Um, not that not everybody will have access to 0.3, but we want to be able to show that that's a working thing. Um, so where was I going with that?
oh,
I lost my
you
train of
know,
thought.
while we're here,
Mm-hmm.
one of the questions from B333H is what's the depth of the land? So I was wondering, and we talked about this privately after our last stream. On Wednesday, are we going to be able to see your beautiful, hugely vertical world?
Oh yeah, we can do that. I mean, we could do that now if people, because when we started doing the Saturday stream, it was all about asking you guys what you wanted to see. So like setting up the dock here and doing the fisherman and having
Cool.
Wizzy and having his quest and doing the city with the throne room. That was all requests that you guys made in the chat. I mean, a lot of you probably weren't here when we started this. So that this Saturday stream has been all about creating what you guys want to see live on stream. That's why we made Wizzy on stream, because people were like, let's make a wizard. So that's been kind of the point of Saturday streams, whereas Wednesday streams are more about showing um, features and techniques and stuff, and is more like instructional, either tutorial or answering questions about how certain things work, and it kind of like flows back and forth because we can do both things both days. Doesn't really matter, but um, that's why Saturdays has always been going to this particular land, and Wednesdays have been a bunch of different things. Specifically
Cool.
Wednesday, so we should actually probably show it today if people want to see it. Wednesday is going to be a sort of impromptu tutorial on behaviors. So we're going to look at what each behavior is, what it does, and what its features are. And if we have time, we'll go through the components also.
Cool.
Let's stop this giveaway. And Crypto Sauce, you are the winner of 100 sand. So whisper over to the Vision X and send your Ethereum wallet, and we will transfer over 100 sand at the end of stream. But stick around because you have another chance to win in a few minutes because we're running out of time here. So you'll have another chance to win in a few minutes, and one of the 3 winners will also get an NFT by roll of dice at the end. Oh, I'm sorry, Aramuchi, or MR. I can't say it. I have not had enough caffeine yet this morning to.
The text is small.
For me, it's blue also. Like I don't.
Oh yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
This is
Mine's
what
like
this is
really
what I
dark
see.
purple.
So it's
Yeah.
like interference blue.
Oh
It's just
wow.
yeah.
You
It's
can't
just
read that at all over there. Wow.
I'm like squinting. Hey, Clankers. I'll while the level's loading, I'll see what you said. If it's something that's needed for the stream. Let's find the Sandland here. Sandland. There it is. So while that's loading, I'm guessing you sent it through Discord.
So the question was asked earlier. How big, how high can you go? How vertical is this space? The
oh no. The land it didn't load. Sometimes just trying it again. Now there's been updates since Oh, because this was made in 0.1. So I'm gonna have to see if I can find 0.1 because there's a. We'll try it one more time. Sometimes, so this is the danger of working in alpha, is that as there's updates, sometimes there's critical updates that will break old things. We do try to make sure things are backward compatible. We can't promise that will always work because sometimes the change is just so major. So we're not going to be able to open it in this game maker. I'm going to try to. I should have the other one. Do I still have it installed? I think we're not going to have time for me to find it because if it's not on my desktop, then yeah, I'm going to have to go digging for it. So I will try
Sure.
to find a copy of the 0.1 Sandbox for my brain just for next Saturday.
Wednesday.
For next
Oh,
Saturday.
next Saturday. Very good. Very good.
Wednesday we're going through behavior. So next Saturday I will
Cool.
try to find before next Saturday I will try to find my copy of Alpha 0.1 and we will try to launch that and play the game. Hopefully it'll still
Sure.
work. Sometimes I can reach out to our dev team and they can make necessary tweaks to the file to let it load because sometimes it's something as simple as some metadata going like this is the wrong version. So Clankersh is warning me that he said on if we check out the Discord community chat, there's some lands being falsely advertised on OpenSea. So that's I don't want to dig too much into the specifics of that because I don't know because I just found out. But we can talk real quickly about how to check that what you're looking for is or looking at is legitimate. So we can go to OpenSea and we can take a look at
already. There was a listing. A listing started at 7:45 a.m. this morning, my local time, that says that it's a 3x3 estate plus Boreal Winged Dragon for a reasonable price for that combination. However, when you click on it, you can see that it's actually just one out of the 9 lands of the estate plus a Boreal Winged Dragon. So it's always important that when you click on that, understand that a 3x3 estate will list all 9 individual 1x1s in the listing, plus any other things they were adding on.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up that listing so we can look at exactly what is there a link to it? Is that the bundle?
That's
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
that
Clanker shared
yeah,
the direct
it would
link.
be
So I'm going to pull it up on
10:45 for
screen
you.
so we can we'll take a look at this. So I'm going to start the next giveaway real quick because we're running out of time. So last giveaway, ! Sand in the chat. You
Sure.
do have to be on twitch.tv/a Sandbox game. And that is for 100 sand coins. And one of the 3 winners will also get an NFT. And whoa, there's a bright flash of light out the window. So perfect day for my friend to move.
Yeah, thunderstorm. Watch out.
So this is what was posted, and it says 3x3 estate plus Fire Main Dragon. So it is. I don't want to immediately condemn somebody. It is possible that the druid here either did not know how to set up their sale correctly and didn't realize that they needed to make sure all of these were available. They could also be doing this trying to scam somebody and say, hey, you're getting a 3x3 estate, but it's really just the one land, and then they're going to make all, it's almost a full ether, which is close to $400 right now, I think. It says no longer on sale, so I don't know if that means somebody bought it or if they took it down.
The Fire Main link specifically sold for that price at 0.975 ETH. And there is another listing that I would caution you do not purchase that looks exactly the same, created, maybe 13 minutes after this sold.
By the same person?
by the same person.
Okay,
And
so
there's no way, because it's an NFT there, and this is a third-party market on OpenSea. There's no way that we can directly moderate that as like community managers. So we just advise that when you come through and you look at these things that are listed as bundles, you should be seeing land, let's say negative 126.89 as well. You should be seeing negative 125.89.
right.
And that's each one of those 1 by 1 squares should be listed here to create 9 total estate pieces for a 3 by 3. So you have
Yeah.
to pay attention to that. One time a user forgot to include the 9th piece and accidentally picked a 9th piece of land from like on the other side of the map, I noticed. So there, when you're clicking on these bundles, make sure that you're looking in depth at what they are and that they are exactly what you intended for them to be.
Do you have an example of, because I have an estate, but I'm not sure how to find it on here.
Sure.
Um,
Well, with your estate, if you go to your account
yeah.
and then you just you when you go to create a bundle, you're essentially just. Let me see if I can send you a link of an existing estate really quick.
Because I want people to see what it should look like when they see one of
Yeah.
these sales.
Mm-hmm. Just sign into my wallet really quickly.
So what Joseph was saying about us not having control over this, OpenSea is like eBay, and it's like if somebody says, "Hey, I've got Legend of Zelda for the NES, gold cartridge still sealed in the package," and they're gonna sell it for $100, which sounds like super suspicious because that's a very like significant find that people have spent a lot more money than that on that. Nintendo, well, Nintendo probably has the Nintendo might not care. I mean, I love Nintendo, but they might. They're probably not too worried about eBay sales. But even if they did care, they don't have the authority to tell eBay that they can't list that item for sale, which would be a scam. So that's on. You can probably report. Can you report people? I don't know if you can report on OpenSea.
Okay, let's see if I can find. I think that I see one here. 78, 77, 78, 79.
I don't see an
Yeah,
option.
this one looks right.
Okay, you want to
So
DM me the link?
DM you the link to a proper estate, and then what you can do to look and see that this is.
So I don't see any sort of report option in OpenSea. I don't know what OpenSea's policies are on this. You can certainly copy their wallet address and keep your own like blacklist and go, I'm not ever going to trade with this person's wallet because I don't trust them. You could possibly check their help or chat with them to say, hey, this account's doing some suspicious stuff. Can you like talk to them or look into it and kind of report that way, because there's no direct report button on OpenSea. But like I said, OpenSea is like eBay for NFTs. So these are people's own listings, and it's not something that the Sandbox can control, because we don't own OpenSea. We don't control OpenSea in any way. So it's something to look out for. So when you go to buy an estate, if you see an estate for a great price, now this sounds like a more reasonable price for an estate, 5.5 Ethereum, which is 5 times 4 is like what, $2,000 about? Something like that.
That's a highly desirable estate location. You can so this is what I do when I'm looking at estates to purchase on OpenSea potentially for myself. Is I'm going to look at any one of those coordinate addresses, right? So I'm going to take that, and if you click that link out, it should take you over to sandbox.game at that coordinate address, right? And you'll see it on the map. No, I'm sorry, it doesn't directly, but I thought it did.
You can look these up on the Sandbox website though.
So when you go to sandbox.game and you click on map, you can look it up by coordinates, right? And you can say like, hey, is 177 negative 72 in a desirable location for you personally, right? And so if you believe that that is a desirable location and that's a good value for what it is, most often people find good value from, let's say, adjacency to maybe an Atari space, or being right up against a Sandbox social location, which is the very, and there we go, yeah, view on the map. So the
Thank
just
you.
under the
Thank you, Carpathan, for pointing that out.
yeah, good call. I didn't see that in the
There we
chat.
go.
So you can see it kind of takes you right to where it is. So that estate is right next to this, kind of in the range of that skull and crossbones. So if you feel like that's a desirable location, then you may say, okay, great. So this estate bundle of 9 items that I've checked the coordinates on, they all are right next to each other in a 3x3 box, and they're in a space that I like, that I want to buy on. Then you can make the purchase, right? And on OpenSea, it's listed in ETH. In the future, we're hoping to, uh, in the future we're hoping to see the marketplace built into Sandbox.game be the best option for buying, selling, trading those lands. Um, but initially, when you go to make those purchases, if you're buying it on Sandbox.game during one of our pre-sale events, that it's all, very straightforward. You're clicking on a plot, you're buying it. You don't have to worry about that stuff. But when you go to third-party markets, just be cautious about it. Make sure that you're looking at it in depth and that you're making the best decision for you. Because for somebody like me, I don't know, not everybody is in the same living situation, but if I'm going to drop $2,000 on a piece of land for the Sandbox to help make a great creation, to help make me some money when I make a great game, I want to make sure that I'm not getting ripped off. So
Yeah, it's not a small amount of money for a lot of people.
yeah,
I think it's a good value. Because I mean, you can make a impressive game on a land this size. So,
yeah,
I think somebody could make back that investment, and multiple times over. So, it's worth the money, but it's only worth the money if you get what you pay for.
yeah, right,
Or if you get what you're expecting to pay for. So, this is a merged estate. It's when people own the very first sale, the very first land sale. I wanted to buy an estate, and the estate sold like instantly. So I wasn't able to get one, but I did buy 9 parcels just like this. They're somewhere in here. I don't even remember where they are right now. I did buy 9 in a 3x3 grid. Eventually, I will be able to merge that into an estate. It's not a feature right now, but I do own all 9 in a section like this. But even if it's an already merged land, you should see all 9 land in the listing as separate lands. So you will not see, if somebody goes, it's a 3x3, and you see one land, it's not an estate. That is a single land. You should see every single land. They should all have numbers that are adjacent to each other, or whatever the size is of the land. There should be no more than that difference in distance for those coordinates. And when you click on those lands, when you click the little link there, and then you can click view on Sandbox, and it will pull it up on the map. So be vigilant, be careful. It is it's the open sea. There are pirates about. So just be careful.
yeah,
And we
yeah,
unfortunately we can't help directly with this, but if something bad does happen, you can talk to us, and we can try to figure out what happened and try, but we can't promise that. That it was an accidental mistake. Like Joseph mentioned, there was somebody that there was a small mistake. Joseph was very generous in helping with that, and the person who made the initial mistake, that the person who listed the thing in mistake, also made up the difference. So everybody won in that situation. It
yeah,
was a really good outcome. But if somebody's intentionally scamming, we can't promise that we'll be able to do anything about it. So just really be vigilant and careful. And if you have any questions about what you're seeing, ask it in the chat. We've got support channels. We've got land purchasing channels. So we've got places that you can ask for a second opinion, like, hey, this looks fishy. What do you think? And that's the way that we can help. After the fact, not so much. All right.
Yeah,
so
over on our official Discord, there is a chat specifically group that says Marketplace, and you can see Sandbox plans for sale. You can see Marketplace discussion feedback. So if you go into there and you say at TheVisionX, you'll see my name very quickly. You can type Joseph at Joseph, and it should pop me up there. You can ask me a question about, hey, does this look right? And I'll feel, I can answer it. Sometimes, depending, if you're living in the Asia region, it might take me a few hours if I'm sleeping, but I'm very willing to answer your questions anytime. So,
so yes, we're here to help in the ways that we can. All right, so last giveaway time. You've got 10 seconds to type in !sand into the chat. We've got 43 entries, so that should be almost everybody that's interested. But if you don't see your name up on the screen, well, let me make sure that that's actually working. Okay, yeah, if you don't see your name up on the screen up here, I can't actually see that. I can see that in my little monitor, but I can't see it on my actual screen. If you don't see your name up here, then !sand in the chat on twitch.tv/thesandboxgame right now. And that is your last chance this week to get some free sand. Some sand for your pocket. Some pocket sand. All right. And here we go. The winner is Spectors22. So, whisper to the Vision X, our lovely producer Joseph here, for your sand. And let me grab my die. And as always, 1 through 2 on a 6-sided die is the first person who won. 3 through 4 is the second, and 5 through 6 is the third person. So here is our die, and it was a 5. So congratulations, Spectors. You now are also going to be getting a Sand Fountain NFT. Probably the last one that I'm giving away. We will see what next week holds. All right, so thank you everybody for tuning in. This stream was kind of all over the place. We talked about a lot of different things, but I hope that you all have a great weekend. I hope it's nicer outside for you than it is for me. And stay safe, stay healthy, stay vigilant if you're out on the open sea, and have fun talking in the chat for a bit as we end the stream here. And we will see you on Wednesday when we go over behaviors in the Game Maker. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Good night. Morning. Good day.
one of those.